Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So we're alternating, and this week we are back with the categories. So in deck number 1, we have a message in regards to love. If you have pressing love issues, this is the deck for you. All right. And for those of you concerned about your career or finances, deck number 2 is for you. What messages are for your career or finances here in deck number 2? And for open messages, if you're open to spirit, then deck number 3 is for you. What messages are from spirit from deck number 3? All right, so I hope you have made your decision, and we'll go ahead and begin with deck number 1. All right, you have the Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 2 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Overall energy, the 2 of Wands, Temperance, and the Emperor. All right, so I feel like the overall energy is kind of speaking about having to like go through some sort of a purification or some sort of a healing. Whether you have been working on yourself or you're in a relationship that you've been trying to heal. If there have been, power struggles in a relationship, I feel like maybe now something is balancing out. Maybe instead of, going head to head or dealing with difficulties and frustrations, two people are now like simmering out. It's like, okay, I know that if I need to, get this across to my partner, this is how I need to say it, or this is what I need to do before I present certain information. And so maybe you guys have figured out a more honorable way of communicating with each other and showing respect to each other. Also, if you're in an established relationship, it looks like there's a lot of thought going into a commitment and understanding what commitment means to you. Maybe discussing your values and trying to focus on the things that you guys both cherish about a relationship. What are the most valuable things to you and them, and then how you bring it together to make a sustainable relationship. And I feel like, you are having to be very harmonious with each other, and it seems to like patience is needed. Like there's a lot of patience that's been needed for the relationship, but it does just seem like you guys are on the same page, like something is being reciprocated. You are both feeling loved and valued by each other and are likely making some sort of vows to each other. It is possible that this can even be speaking about making something official, like getting married, even if it's just like a small union. And then here it seems like there's definitely a desire to protect what you have. It's like, okay, this is what has been established between us and it needs to be protected. So I feel like maybe, you guys are doing something to protect your union, and also like maybe having to set boundaries with people, or if you had boundaries with each other, it's like learning to respect each other's boundaries. So this is also indicating too that you will succeed in overcoming any type of obstacles or challenges that have been in the way. Now, if you are single, I feel like you have still been doing things to heal and nurture yourself and prepare yourself for the next relationship. And you also could be motivated to like put yourself out there, or to be open to, a relationship. And maybe you even have options, or maybe you've made some sort of conscious decision to do, this or that when it comes to your love life. Maybe initially you were just dating, but now you're like, no, like I want, something long term. I want commitment, or I want someone who shares these values with me. So either way, it seems like you're taking like a serious approach towards your dating life. I feel like your faith is also being restored. So there could be a time where you had lost faith in relationships, but something is restoring your faith. I feel like you're also learning. This is like good energy for just like showing that you've been learning something, or maybe you've matured. And it just seems like something has been progressive, or you've been progressing. And yeah, the direction that you're headed in, it does seem that someone will be introduced to you. Now, it could be an air sign. Also could be Sagittarius, or an Aries, or Taurus that you have a connection with, or the person that is getting ready to come into your life. There is also the possibility that someone has been observing you from a distance and is getting ready to approach you, but when they approach you, it will be in a very mature manner, because this person is, they're ready for something serious, and they want someone that they respect and value. It's possible that you could meet someone at the company that you work at, or something could start off on a professional level. Maybe it's a client if you have your own business, or maybe you're the client of someone, and you just kind of start to take things more serious or more romantically. It does also have like a business mixed with pleasure type of situation happening. Let's say you were a business person, or are a business person, and you were just really focused on business. There definitely could be a colleague that you start to take interest with. Maybe you're going on business meetings, and next thing you know, you guys are talking about a future together, or realizing that you have a lot in common. You also might have a business together. If you're in an established relationship, it could be that you guys are like, let's start a business together. And it's like having to find a balance between a business and then keeping your relationship romantic as well. Somebody could be into athletic things. Maybe you're dating an athlete, or maybe this person is bringing out the athlete in you. I almost feel too like maybe someone literally knows martial arts or teaches it. It also could be yoga. Someone could be a teacher. Someone could also work in the medical field, or you meet this person in the medical field. Something else I was getting here. Yeah, but for the most part, it'll probably come back to me. But for the most part, you know, it just seems like there is a focus on having healthy relationships. Yeah, that's what I was just kind of thinking about, is that maybe the person that you're interacting with makes you want to either be healthier or make a change to your lifestyle when it comes to health. Like maybe they inspire you or encourage you to stop smoking, or to go vegan, or to work out. Anything dealing with, you know, sustaining life. Also could be pescatarian or, you know, but I'm just giving examples. Now, there may have been a time where someone was afraid of commitment, or maybe still are, but just there's a willingness to overcome that fear. Also, an established relationship could have gone to counseling or has decided to do it to help strengthen a relationship. Maybe someone initially was like, we don't need counseling. And then it's like, no, let's go ahead and go. So there is a possibility of that. I also feel like there is some fear of being manipulated or tricked into staying in a relationship. So I don't know if someone felt like, oh, this person is just doing this to get me to stay with them, or this is just a ploy to get me to stay with them. So I don't know exactly what's happening. There still may be some sort of issues that need to be worked out in an existing relationship. But this also could just be that someone has been, or had to find like a clever way to get your attention or to get you to go out with them. There could potentially be a weird situation at work, like if you're up for a promotion and it seems like the only reason you're up for it is because that person's attracted to you. I mean, it is possible. I feel like there could also be things happening to make you kind of like sit up and really pay attention to the person that you're dealing with, or also something could be happening that's making you realize that that certain things were lacking in the relationship. Again, I'm kind of getting the energy of someone who maybe starts to wonder if someone had been manipulating them or trying to control them. It also could be that going to therapy is bringing out a lot of issues. It's uncovering a lot of things that maybe you didn't realize about yourself or about your relationship or your partner. Or if you're single and you're going to therapy, same thing. Could be that the therapist is bringing like a lot of things to your attention. Also could be dealing with someone that suffers from some sort of PTSD. Or maybe this person reveals a trauma to help you understand them more. And it's kind of like, why didn't you say anything sooner? Now, either you are observing an air sign from a distance, or they're observing you. I feel like somebody is unsure of how they feel about the other person. There is still, seems like there is still this nervousness about commitment. Or if this is about someone coming forward, someone is still very nervous about revealing how they feel about you. I feel like somebody is also questioning or wondering if somebody is in a relationship or if they're still in a relationship, because it seemed like there hasn't been communication with somebody. And it's like, okay, I wonder if that person is still in that relationship. Last time I talked to them, they were in a relationship. I wonder if they're still in it. So I kind of feel like somebody is questioning that. And it is possible that someone is just coming out of a relationship. Someone also may have been looking for you, like you're the first person they thought of once the relationship ended. It's like, okay, I know exactly who I would like to be with. I feel like someone is also going to reveal that they've been thinking about you. Or someone maybe admits something, admits that they missed you. Whatever it is that this person is revealing, it makes you feel good inside because you feel the same way. So it just feels good to hear that you're not alone in how you felt. It does look like there is a couple who are bound together. There is still some sort of attachment or something karmic that will be experienced. It still could indicate some sort of a burden that you're going to have to experience, but at the same time, it's like you're being matched with someone that you feel intense enough for to experience that. If it had been anybody else, you'd probably be like, I'm not doing this. But because there is a certain level of intensity between you and this person, the attraction seems to be like a willingness to experience that burden. So it also kind of looks like a situation where the minute you commit to someone or settle down with someone, someone else kind of pops up and tries to pursue you or lure you away. And then there is that need to protect the union, protect the relationship. Also, someone might have a friend or a family member who tries to overstep the boundaries of your relationship, and you might have to like set them straight. Or maybe, you know, it's your partner's friend or sibling or cousin or whatever, and they are needing to be told, like, you know, you're crossing the line. You can't do that. And I kind of feel too like maybe the reason why someone was scared to commit to another person, because deep down they felt like the minute they did that, this other person would pop up. And I do feel like that is what's happening. It's almost like this other person, you know, detected this, you're trying to move on from them or something. Or even if it's not a past relationship, somebody just detects that like a threat. So it could, in a sense, be like feeling like your people are competing for your love. All right, so moving on to deck number 2, career and or finances. You have 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords, overall energy, Prince of Cups, 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. All right, so I kind of feel that maybe you have been trying to figure some things out, like what's your next plan of action? What's the next move that you make when it comes to career? Or maybe you're confused about, what you want to do in life. And it seems like you're trying to figure some things out. You're trying to figure out what is it that you're passionate about? What is your heart telling you to do? And maybe there is a little bit of fear to do that or to follow your heart. Maybe you feel like there's not any money in doing, what it is that you care about. And it does seem like you're having to overcome some sort of doubts or insecurities. It seems like you could be holding on to the past or holding on to old wounds. Maybe you've been scarred when it comes to your career or your finances. It seems like there is something that you're wanting to do. It could be that you're wanting your independence. It also could be that there are multiple offers on the table for you, but you're just not confident in what's best for you. And you also could be distracted by career. Like maybe you're having a hard time focusing on career because there is a love situation that is popping up or distracting you. But for whatever reason, it seems like your situation when it comes to career and finances may have to deal with other people or other energies. It just kind of seems like other people are influential to, your career life for whatever reason. And it seems like ultimately you're going to end up cutting ties. Maybe you decide that you're tired, that you don't want to do something anymore. So maybe you're deciding to walk away from something. Even if you work for yourself, maybe you're thinking about letting something go, or you just feel tired. And it does seem like maybe you're reaching some sort of a breaking point. Your body could physically be tired as well. Like maybe there's something going on where, your body isn't functioning, and maybe you're feeling broken. It seems like you are needing a break. Also, there may be something significant about the number 9. Maybe seeing synchronicities of 9, or maybe something is happening on the 9th, which is actually today, or something is happening within a unit of 9. So 9 days, 9 months, 9 weeks, or what have you. It could be that something is like a countdown. It seems like whatever is going on, you just want to have peace. If emotionally you just feel, all over the place, I feel like you're going to do whatever it is that's going to give you emotional peace. I feel like you just want to be happy. And it is likely that you're needing to release something. Something is needing to be released from your life. You're likely going to end up going through some sort of transformation where, you know, your ego is changing. Maybe you no longer identify yourself as your career, or, you know, whatever it is that you do, and you're just like, that's not me anymore. And it just seems like there is a part of you that could be dying inside. I'm not getting like a whole lot on finances, so it's likely that your finances are maybe just staying the same. But there are changes happening regardless. I feel like this is more something that you're dealing with internally. This also, like I said, could be talking about a situation dealing with your career or a person at your job, like something in regards to your love life is like coming through your career reading. And especially if someone is a water sign or a fire sign. There could also be people leaving or quitting around you, especially maybe these are people that you talk to, and then all of a sudden you're not seeing these people anymore. They're gone. You don't talk to them. Spiritually, you could just be trying to cut some sort of cord when it comes to career and finances. Maybe you feel like something was karmic and you're like, I don't want to deal with that. You're just trying to detach. But I feel like you're really thinking about something. You're thinking about something, you're confused about it, or you're trying to, you want to make a decision, but you don't want to act out of, you know, desperation or, you know, an emotional high. Like you just want to make sure that you're making some sort of level-headed decision. And you might come to a decision to let something go. Maybe you feel like you've grown or you've evolved or outgrown a certain job, or, you know, whatever it is, and you're just like, no, it's time for me to move on. You don't feel like the same person anymore. It really does look like you're shedding skin or shedding layers here. Yeah, it seems like you're tired of something. It seems like you've taken on a lot, and something could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You're like, that's it. Like, I'm done. Or maybe you're juggling, or you have multiple careers or jobs that you're holding down, and, you know, you're having to let one go or let them all go. But yeah, it's definitely talking about something is coming to an end. There also could be some sort of significant change at the end of the month or as we move into Capricorn season. Yeah, it still just seems like this is talking about fulfilling some sort of karmic burden, like you've completed it or fulfilled it. There's nothing else for you to do but to detach and move on. And could be some things going on too where you feel like dead on the inside. I feel that you're also focused on like setting yourself free and being comfortable. I do feel that whatever you decide to do gives you a sense of emotional fulfillment. There could be something significant that happens after your birthday or someone's birthday if it's this month. It kind of feels like somebody is leaving or saying goodbye. It also could be that you're moving or relocating. And so that could be where the focus is. It's like having to wrap things up and find something new. Now, also, there could be someone that gives you information about some sort of opportunity that allows you to start over or to start a new job. If you've had to deal with any phony people, I feel like you don't want to deal with these people anymore. Maybe you created a boundary with certain people that you just don't trust. It also seems that you are embodying this fire energy and maybe taking the initiative, taking, some sort of action towards what you want. It's like you're not just thinking about it anymore. You're actually doing something about it. If you were holding some sort of high position, or you had just got a promotion, you might decide you don't want it. You might decide you want to step down from it. Either way, it does look like there's going to be some sort of ending or changes to your professional career. Now, it also could be that, maybe this is just some changes happening at the company. Maybe someone's leaving and someone else is taking over the company. And maybe they're implementing some sort of new rules or making changes. It also could be something, like just changing your schedule. Like, oh no, I can't work the night shift anymore. Or I can't do this day shift anymore. So it could be, someone is deciding to step down from something or change something when it comes to their job or career. But it does look like a separation. It also seems like someone's title is being removed or changed, or someone's status is changing. So it just, there's a status change. It's something that you were afraid to do, and I feel like you're going to overcome it. Also, something feels like you're getting the okay from somebody, like maybe you were concerned about disappointing someone and someone is just like, do you? And so that gives you the motivation to go ahead and let something go, because maybe you were holding on to something for someone else. But now you're just like realizing that you have to do what's best for you and what, makes your soul happy. So yeah, definitely seem like you're going to be changing or stepping down in regards to your career, unless there is some changes happening at the company. All right, I will be right back. All right, and moving on to deck number 3. You have the 3 of Swords, the 6 of Coins, the 5 of Swords, Death, 7 of Swords, overall energy, Justice, King of Wands, and the Moon. All right, so overall energies, I'm feeling like this is about settling debts, whether financial debts or karmic debts. It also seems like this is doing whatever you need to do to feel at peace. There could have been some sort of emotional turmoil going on in your life. Or maybe you've been dealing with some sort of emotional turmoil with a fire sign. Could be a fire sign, Libra or Scorpio. But it seems like maybe you've been dealing with like these mood swings. And just dealing with a lot of things that have been throwing you off balance. And so it looks like maybe you made some sort of decision to sever ties with someone, or cut off or disconnect some sort of accord. It looks like a broken agreement or broken contract. This can also pertain to a working relationship, especially if you were feeling, heavy emotions or depression. It just looks like you end up taking a break or separating. Something also could be a mutual agreement to end things. Maybe you're going through a divorce, or maybe this is happening around you. Maybe you know someone who's going through some sort of a divorce. But either way, I feel like, nobody's going to win. It's like this is an ongoing situation, and it's just maybe time to end things. I feel like maybe this is a battle that is just not worth fighting anymore. It's just like, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth the heartache. This isn't worth the drama or emotional turmoil. So it's like the best thing to do is to end a situation. So definitely could be letting go of a relationship, whether it's romantic or business or your career. And something also kind of feels like maybe somebody was doing something out of spite, or somebody was jealous or trying to intentionally hurt the other person, or calling themselves trying to get even. Whatever it is, it just seems like it just needs to stop. And it feels like someone doesn't want to play these games anymore. It's like, I don't want to play these emotional games anymore. I quit. So you could experience or undergo some sort of heavy transformation. You also might feel like your life has been changed forever. From a spiritual standpoint, something feels like being haunted or dealing with a petty spirit. Maybe you've been experiencing strange paranormal things, where there is a ghost sneaking around or moving things around, just trying to be spiteful or get your attention, or play mind games with you. So it could be that a spirit is wanting to either drive you out, or this is their way of like trying to mark their territory, or maybe a spirit is just trying to get your attention. And that's from a spiritual standpoint. You might secretly leave a situation or think about letting something go. It kind of looks like somebody does something in secret, like somebody just walks out of a relationship without telling the other person, is coming home to an empty house. Or someone is smiling and laughing with their boss or their coworkers, and then the next thing you know, they just stop coming. So I kind of feel like somebody just like sneaks out or ends in a secret way. Something also kind of looks like you trying to run away from your past or escape your past. You might feel defeated by something. Like maybe you feel like you just don't want to fight anymore. You just want to let something go. Your dreams could also be trying to tell you something, or maybe your dreams are trying to prepare you or warn you about some things. You could be dealing with some sort of legalities where maybe someone is trying to get out of paying something, get out of paying child support, or maybe someone is being called to court to let something go. Maybe something feels like an unfair battle. Whatever soul contract you're under, or whatever agreement that you're under, it just seems like it's time for it to end. Like something has expired and it's just kind of like done. So another thing is kind of looking like maybe someone is missing you, but they have too much pride to admit that. I feel like somebody could take their love for you to their grave rather than to ever admit how they feel about you. Yeah. Kind of feels like, someone is dealing with a lot of pride or who has let their own pride hurt them. Yeah. It kind of feels like someone could be crying about you. It does seem like maybe there is either an apology that is left unforgiving, like someone didn't accept somebody's apology. I'm also getting something about maybe paid to leave. So I don't know if someone is losing their job but getting some sort of a severance. Or if this is like some sort of keys for cash situation in a living situation, like relocation assistance. Somebody also may feel that they are being forced to agree to something that they don't want, but at the same time, there is no other choice. It feels like somebody is trying to say that they're sorry. But it also kind of feels like somebody is saying thanks for nothing. I just keep feeling like something feels unfair, or somebody had an unfair advantage over another person. I'm not sure, quite how that is relating to you, but something just feels like they had an unfair advantage over you. Okay, I feel too like someone has been mean because of their emotional wounds. That was their defense mechanism, or is their defense mechanism. Somebody is being mean because they're wounded, and they're taking it out on you, and it's not fair. Or vice versa, you are taking out your pain on someone else. It also could be that someone is sorry for doing this. Someone is sorry for taking their pain out on the other person. Especially if you were dealing with an earth or an air sign. Someone's words also could be so hurtful that it kind of burns a bridge or cut ties with someone. Excuse me. Also, try and be careful of how you say or deliver something. Yeah, it just kind of looks like, excuse me, something, either someone says something really painful, or someone takes their pain to the grave with them. Now, another possibility I'm getting is somebody is coming off as a homewrecker. Someone is being used as a scapegoat as to why a relationship fell apart. But I feel like maybe a relationship was already dead. I kind of feel too that someone has secretly been casting spells or maybe trying to send harm your way. But I kind of feel like there could be some sort of regrets because of it. Like maybe someone is experiencing the pain that they tried to inflict on you, like it turned around and they feel it. In regards to some sort of old family wounds, I feel like somebody is hurting because they weren't left anything. Like maybe the person who passed away left something to everybody else except you, or whatever the case. And I feel like maybe someone is still feeling the pain of that. And it also could be that the person who's no longer here feels bad about what they did. Somebody that you have not spoken to has been looking for you or is waiting to hear from you. I kind of feel like somebody doesn't realize how much they miss you, or they didn't realize how much they miss you. Somebody also might give you a gift saying that they're sorry. But I'm also getting that backhand compliment situation where it's like somebody can't just give a compliment and just like leave it at that. I don't know. Something about their ego or their pride makes them kind of add insult to injury, or something that somebody is doing. If you quit your job or you haven't been there, somebody's looking for you. Yeah, so for the most part, just try to stay strong this week, because you could be dealing with a lot of emotional turmoil, and experiencing defensiveness and things of that nature. So yeah, hope things get better. But thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.